Yes, class 7th. Today we are going to discuss about the second chapter of civics, striving for equality. There is two things in this chapter we are going to discuss. The first one is inequality and second one is struggles for equality. So the first topic is inequality. In you will already study in this chapter about how people stand up against inequality and injustice. You have studied that the Constitution of India makes amendments regularly to keep pace with the changing demands and aspirations of the people. The Indian Constitution grants equal right to each and everyone, each and every citizens of India. It prohibits discrimination on ground of religion, caste, creed, and sex. It provides voting rights based on the universal adult franchise. In spite of all the above measures taken by the state, inequality still prevails in our country. Why? Poverty and lack of resources are the main factors why some people are forced to accept terms and conditions below the levels of equality. People's identities like belonging to some religion, caste, community and linguistic group also become ground of inequality. Similarly, and Dalits and Adivasis and women are also discriminated against it. Attack on the dignity and respect of an individual or community undermines the rights of people completely. At times, it becomes difficult to know where one aspect of identity ends and the other begins. Thereafter, struggles for equality. Throughout the world, we find individuals or communities who fought for equality for all. In America, for example, Martin Luther King Jr. became for equality. Throughout the world, we find individuals or communities who fought for equality for all. In America, for example, Martin Luther King Jr. became famous for his struggle against the whites in the form of civil rights movement. As in America and elsewhere, people in India have also came together to fight for issues that concerns them and are important to them. For example, women, as you saw, came together to address their grievances. Similarly, there have been movements among other downtrodden sections of the society like tribals, fishermen, agricultural laborers, slum dwellers, etc. Whenever the government undertakes the task of building dams or bring a forest area under its control for building a sanctuaries, there are thousands of people who get displaced. These people are extremely poor as they often comprise of tribal or agricultural laborers who have existed for centuries on the natural resources of the forest or rivers. Such displacement wreaks havoc in life of these villagers as they are forced to live in areas unknown to them. In recent years, thanks to Narmada agitation, the attention of the country has been focused on the rehabilitation of the people, particularly Dalits and tribals, from the villages submerged by the reservoirs created for irrigation and power generation. We would focus on one such organization called Tava Matsya Sangh, an organization fighting for the rights of displaced tribal of the Satpura forest in Madhya Pradesh. Thank you. This chapter is over, beta.